Hey, how y'all doing, baby? It's Friday. It is finally the weekend. So you know the routine, baby. Get that beer off the ice. I got me a nice Shiner Bock bottle today, brewed in Shiner, Texas. And it's a pretty good beer, if you ask me. I like it. Let me zip up the lady here. Oh, that's good beer. Put that bud in the bowl, baby. And spark that booger up. Woo! It is Friday, baby. I'm glad y'all are stopping in. I hope y'all had a chance to stop in last night at the Blue Dot meeting. Last night live. I really enjoyed it. Had a good panel last night. A lot of good discussion. Beer the way it should be, baby. But it's Friday, baby, and we're working into a weekend. So how you like this Friday? How do you like the disgrace du jour, the disgrace of the day? The little news popping up today about Ivanka's top security clearance and about Jarrett's top security clearance, and how Donnie is the one that demanded they get that he just gave it to him, although our intel services and our security services said no, that they're not worthy of a top security clearance. It doesn't matter. They're Donnie's babies. It's nepotism, baby. Donnie don't give a shit about top security. He gives it out to anybody. Hell, he'll give it to the Russians right there in the Oval Office, baby. But it just brings up another day of lies from that whole family. Because they're up there showing the tapes now of Ivanka sitting there saying, my daddy had nothing to do with it. It was standard procedure. La-di-da-di-da. She's a liar just like her daddy. The apple don't fall far from the tree, baby. The whole family is nothing but a bunch of scum-sucking con people that are just out to lie and cheat and steal everything they can. Yeah, Jared Kushner was denied, and then Donnie came along and made them give him a top security clearance, and then he comes on TV saying, no, I didn't do that. I wouldn't get involved. Just like every other lie that comes out of his mouth every stinking day. And we have to put up with it? I don't think so. We would not put up with this with Obama. If Obama was spitting out lies and bullshit every damn day, the Republicans would be going having a hissy fit. They'd be screaming for impeachment. Do you hear them, baby? Do you hear them screaming? No, they're not screaming. They're covering for him. Because the Republican Party has become nothing but a bunch of traitors to this country, just like their president is. Goes to meet with Kim Jong-un. Gives him more publicity. Gives him notice on the world stage. For what? For what? For nothing. He's a coward. When he was asked about the Otto Warmbier situation, he tells me, this is what Donnie the Dick says in front of cowards. He tells me he didn't know about it, and I will take him at his word. He felt very badly, but he knew the case very well, but he knew it later. You stinking little coward. You ain't got balls enough to stand up to that little dictator. The man who sicks dogs on people, shoots them with anti-aircraft, who kills people with flamethrowers. That guy, Donnie, that you give praise to him. It's a disgusting day in America. Every day this man wakes up in our house. The Warmbiers came back out with a statement. They said, we have been respectful during this summit process. Now we must speak out. Kim and his evil regime are responsible for the death of our son Otto. Kim and his evil regime are responsible for unimaginable cruelty and inhumanity. No excuses or lavish praise can change that. It seems like the family has more guts than the president of our country. the little worm who scrounges around every time he gets near one of those dictators. With Putin over in Helsinki, Putin was very strong in his denial. I don't know why they would hack us. What kind of shit is that? Jesus. The Crown Prince slice and dice. Oh, he didn't know. Maybe he found out later. It was rogue killers. The man that occupies our house is a disgrace to this country. He is a disgrace to humanity. The longer this man sits in our house, the more mold and decrepit crap creeps around it. There is nobody on the Republican side standing up and saying a damn thing. They are covering for him every day. That's what that little dog and pony show James Jordan put on and Meadows put on during the Cohen hearing. Trying to attack that. They don't question, is Donnie a liar? Because they know he is a liar. It's their job to protect him. Meadows coming up there with Lynn Patton, a black woman, to stand next to him while he says, look, Donnie can't be a racist because, look, this lady works for him. That's like bringing a snowball into Congress and telling me climate change isn't real. That's the basic ignorance of these people. I have a black friend. Yeah. How many times you had him over for dinner? It just gets down to my core. The depth that this man has drug our nation into a ditch. 30-something, 38%. Let's give him 40% of this country are nothing but a bunch of disgusting traitors to this nation. They don't uphold the Constitution. They don't believe in the rule of law. They believe in steal, lie, cheat, and get it whatever way they can. And they prove it to us every day. Every day. Got another election going on in North Carolina. Why? Because the Republicans tried to steal it. I don't know how anybody in this country can hold their head up and call themselves a conservative Republican. That's bullshit. That's a gone party. You're a Trumper. You're a Trumpanzee. You're the sheep that follow the Kellyanne con job out there this morning. Of course we hold the North Koreans responsible. Yeah, well, why didn't Donnie say that? Why does he have to have you, Kellyanne, come around and clean up his shit the same way that Sarah Sanders does? Get out there and polish those turds, baby. Wipe up the vomit that comes out of his mouth. That's your job. And if you don't like it, get out, baby. Signed a disclosure agreement, non-disclosure agreement, so you can't talk about it. Just like his test scores or his bone spurs or his businesses or anything else you can talk about with that man. I want to see Jared Kushner. I want to see Ivanka up in there. I want to see Don Jr. up there under oath being questioned about their security clearances, about everything else they've been involved in. Treason is the least of it. He's a traitor. He's a sellout to this country. Him and his little brood of minions, his little disgusting offspring that are just like him. Ivanka, I want to see her ass go to jail. She's a liar just like her daddy. Just like the father, just like the grandfather. It runs in their genes. The name means crap. It means shit that you get smeared on you. You stink. A lot of good people who used to be good people, who used to be somebody that you could negotiate with. They've thrown all that shit out the window. Congressman Jordan is nothing but a juggler, a jester, a court jester. Juggling around for Donnie. Look at me, Prez. I'm defending you, you scum-sucking traitor. That's all these people in the Republicans in the House and the Senate are. They're traitors to this country. The more every day passes that they stand and defend this man, vote them all out. Vote them out. If you see a Democrat voting with them, vote them out. I don't give a shit. It's the only way we're going to get our country back is to clean all the scum out of our White House, out of the cabinet, out of our DOJ, out of our FBI, all of it. Everything that he has put in this country, we need to disinfect. We need to get it out because it smells of corruption, of greed. I'm tired of my country being forsaken. I'm tired of my country being disgraced every day on the world stage. We have a man that can't do anything but bow down to dictators and shit. He is not a man. He's a coward, and he has shown us that his whole life, baby. His whole life. So yes, the job has got to be completed. There has to be more hearings. There have to be more subpoenas. And the New York, Southern District of New York is going to play a big card in this shit. On his businesses. Get old Weisenberg in there. Weisselberg. Get him in there in front of the committee. Let's talk about what Donnie has done over the years. It is not going to change, people, until we force the Republicans in the Senate to turn their back on a disgusting, lying traitor to this country. And every day that passes and they don't do that, they are complicit in it. We have a lot of people jumping into the Democratic race for president. We have a large field. Let them speak. Let the cream rise to the top. But let's pick one, baby. We cannot afford to well, I'll tell you what, I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to run in 2020. I think he's going to be in prison. And if he's not, it's going to be a travesty of justice. It will be because people were bought and paid for. By who? We don't know. Evidently, all the damn Republicans are getting money from Russia. How about it, Lindsey Graham? How about it, Meadows? How about all of you Republican jerks over there? Where are you getting your money from? Because you're not standing up for America, baby. You're backing dictators. If you support Donald Trump in this shit, you back Kim Jong-un. You back Putin. You back slice and dice. You back the worst the society has to offer with your defense of this disgusting crap. It's up to us, baby. It's up to us. We keep this going all the time. We keep the conversation going. We keep the anger up. Because without it, we get complacent, baby, and we cannot do that. We have to be on the edge all the time. Now is the time to raise your voice even louder. If you write, I'm going to write. I'll put an example out there. I'm going to write to my congressman and ask him when enough is enough. How much a disgrace to our country does this man have to show before our Congress people and our senators stand up with any kind of integrity? I'm going to ask him that question. I'll put my letter in my Facebook page so you can read it. But I'm tired of this. The question has to be asked, where is the integrity of our leaders, of the people that we voted in our Congress, in our Senate? Where's their courage? Because they sure seem to brag about having a lot of it during the campaign season. I'm going to do this and I'm going to fight for this. How about fight for the country that you live in? The values that we prize in this country. Teach our children to be better than this lying piece of shit that is in our house. There is not a single parent in this country that can point to that man and say he is a role model. He is a disgusting excuse for humanity. I'll be happy the day he walks out of that place or pulled out. or on a girl. I don't care how he gets out. On a rail with tar and feathers, baby. That's what he deserves. That's what he deserves. Does not deserve the respect of our country, of our national anthem, of our Pledge of Allegiance, or any other patriotic thing. Republicans, ooh, we're so patriotic. No, you're not. Excuse me. Evidently, I need a sip of beer. If you haven't tried a nice Shiner Bock, you ought to do that. Anyway, that's my spill today. That's what I'm upset about. It's the same thing we were upset about yesterday. It's the same thing we were upset about last year. There's nothing changes. Just the names of the guilty or the innocent or whatever you want to call it. Ain't that old cop show? Only the names have been changed to protect. There ain't nobody innocent. Not in the Republican Party. They're sticking their head in the sand, trying not to see, not to hear all what's going on. Don't force me to look. We need to force them to look, to hear. It's the only way we win, baby. It's the only way we win is to force those people in our Congress and in our Senate to turn on that man and stand up for this country. It's the only way we win, baby. Anyway, it's the weekend, baby, so let's enjoy the shit out of that. I'm really looking forward. I'm sorry, last night on our internet connection, it was a little storm here last night, rain and clouds and all that stuff, so my internet was slow and cutting in and out. It's the best I can do. We're working on it as best we can, but that's what we got, and we'll just keep doing it every night. We're going to do it Tuesdays and Thursdays for sure, and we might pop in. Never know, on the weekend if something happens, we'll pop in and maybe go live, because now, once I move this back up over there again, and we'll be set up, all I have to do is walk in there and turn on the camera. But I want to appreciate everybody that came in last night, and those that support our show. And if you like what we're doing, think about donating $1 a month over there at the Patreon page, baby. We really appreciate it. It's what keeps all the bills paid and all that kind of stuff. And those that pay, make donations through PayPal and through the mail and whatnot, we really appreciate it. So the biggest thing, though, is just keep the message going, baby. Wave the pom-poms. Get out there. Do whatever you have to do. Motivate somebody else to keep this stuff going. That's the whole drive of this thing. That's the drive of all of us that are doing this, that are raising their voice, is to motivate others to stay informed and stay involved. Anything less, we lose, baby. And I don't want to lose, because losing next time could damn sure mean that we lose this whole nation. And I don't think we want to do that. And so, stand tall for your country, baby. Ditch Putin's bitch and Un's bitch and Slice and Dice's bitch, because that's what he is. He bows down to him and hovers at their feet, kisses their ass is what he does. A Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube, John Bernavo on Facebook. John Bernavo Speaks, the Blue Dot family. Go by there and join the family. Give Candy Guidry and them a little help over there and get involved in the conversation and meet somebody over there. It's the best thing you can do, baby. On Twitter, out my truck window. I think I was supposed to be on Tim Cormall's show this weekend, but Tim's under the weather, and so we hope he gets well. I'll be on the front porch with Bob Kincaid tonight. Look it up on Head On Radio, Head On Live, and tune in to the show and listen up. It's always a great conversation over there. I greatly enjoy Bob's show, and it's never a dull evening, because you never know what we end up talking about. But there is a lot to talk about, and you can bet your ass I'm going to have my 2 cents in there too. Anyway, y'all take care, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.